you're looking at here is one of our Santa Rosa plum trees. We bought this at one of those membership superstores for what, like $11 as a bare root tree 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. And as you can see, we got lots of Santa Rosa plums. They get a nice deep purple. When they're ripe, the inside is a deep red. It does have a pit. The skin can be a tad bitter when you bite into it, or you can peel it. It's easier just to bite into it and start chowing away. This tree we didn't prune last year. We're just, as a test, I just wanted to see the difference between pruning one and not pruning one, and heavily pruning versus a light pruning. So on this one we did 0 pruning. We have another one where we did a light pruning, and then a third one where we did a heavy pruning. Like I said, this is one that we didn't prune at all, and after this season we will definitely have to prune it. Its branches are just getting way too long and too skinny, and it's dangerous for the tree because with all the fruit, your tree can start breaking branches, and that just makes a freeway for bugs to get into your tree. Oh, and over to our right is the tree that we heavily pruned. Okay, this tree, we see it has a weird fork here. I couldn't decide whether I should cut this off at the time and just leave the one main shoot. I still keep thinking that I probably should have cut it off and just left the one main shoot, but I mean, look at the size of these plums. I mean, these are going to be some good #1 size plums that are growing on this tree. This tree is doing really good. That's a smaller plum, but I call these #1s.
Did you prune it?
Prune it, yeah.
Is it a lot bigger?
You gotta, if you thin the fruit out a little bit, if it's all clumped together, then it's all fighting for the nourishment from the tree. Like you can see, look, you got this little branch here, and it's trying to grow plums right here. I mean, see how small they are?
Yeah.
But you get up to other branches and they do better. See, this one was fighting with another one. Here's a dried, right there's a dry seed where a plum finally dried out and died. And then our lightly pruned one is towards the back of the yard.
Loso, you're celebrating. You hot? Are you hot, Loso? Hi, Loso?
This one here was lightly pruned, and I do mean lightly.
Yeah.
I didn't take off very much of it. Basically, I took off the ones that were hitting me in the head and thinned out a couple other ones, but I didn't get a ladder and really trim it or top it. And I mean, it's doing really good. Some good #1 size plums. Look at the size of that. That's a big old beefy Santa Rosa plum there. When that baby's ripe, it's going to be great. The tree's doing good. It's got a nice little trunk started on it. It probably has the best trunk out of all the plum trees. It could have to do with the location in our yard. All the trees are in a little different locations, so we have fruit ripening a little bit apart from each other. Otherwise, you have too many trees get ripe at once and a lot of fruit goes bad, or you have to freeze it all or can it all. So that's how we've done that. And then our last little plum tree is about a year younger than those, and we've still left it in a bucket, so it's kind of root bound and keeping it stunted. We don't really know where to put it yet. And it only has a couple pieces of fruit, but I think the only reason it's down to only having a couple pieces of fruit is the wind has blown this thing over many times, and you keep seeing the broken pieces of fruit on the ground.